Justin Gaethje showed that the doubts around his ability to rebound from his all-time knockout loss to Max Holloway at UFC 300 were misplaced when he came back and defeated Rafael Fiziev by unanimous decision on Saturday in their UFC 313 co-main event rematch. Gaethje was originally supposed to fight Dan Hooker on this card. Hooker suffers a hand injury less than 2 weeks out, and a pretty significant one at that, and the UFC is forced into one of its classic scrambles to find a last-minute replacement for a high-profile fight, and they land on Fiziev, who was eager to avenge his majority decision loss to Gaethje from March 2023, the fight of the night there, and once again these two deliver the fight of the night here. Gaethje had the biggest moment when he dropped Fiziev with an uppercut in the second round, and he was able to maintain that momentum and get his hand raised here and get himself back on track after that loss to Holloway, which was just so devastating, so brutal, and that's the type of fight and result and loss that can change someone forever, especially a fighter like Gaethje with his style that is so hard-hitting and reliant on durability. For him to come back and be much the same version of himself that we've seen at 36 years old, it is pretty impressive, honestly, what he did here, and I think he has the ability to still beat a lot of top-tier names in this lightweight division. He made it clear after the fight that his goal is to get to the lightweight championship throughout the possibility of a matchup with Islam Makhachev. I asked Dana White about that possibility at the post-fight press conference. He said Gaethje will be one of the names in play, but lightweight, a pretty intriguing situation right now. Of course, Islam Makhachev has been so dominant over the division, racking up 4 title defenses, and there's multiple options for contenders. There's Arman Tsarukyan, which was supposed to happen in January. We know the story there. They could put that together. Charles Oliveira has put himself in place to get a rematch of a title fight loss to Makhachev from a few years ago. Of course, the elephant in the room is Ilia Topuria, the soon-to-be former featherweight champion who's moving up to lightweight and keen to get an immediate title shot against Makhachev. And I think Gaethje is right there in play. Who knows how this all breaks, but Makhachev has been pretty clear that he wants fresh opponents, fresh names, and he doesn't seem overly keen about a fight with Topuria right off the bat without him winning one at lightweight against a top-tier name first. Dana White said Topuria could be fighting someone else, so I don't think it's an impossible situation that Gaethje lands on the title fight and the timing works out in his favor. So we'll see what ultimately happens there. If it doesn't go his way and they do give it to Oliveira, Tsarukyan, or Topuria, I think there is a pretty obvious rebooking of the Hooker fight, probably around the summertime, late summertime, and you just throw that matchup back together, and the winner of that will be very much in play for a title shot because Dan Hooker's on a great streak himself. We'll see how this hand injury heals after he got his surgery last week, and I think he's got the chance. He's already threw out wanting a fight with Arman Tsarukyan on International Fight Week. I don't know if he gets that, but if that's the timing that works for him, I think that could be good for Gaethje as well. So we'll see how the lightweight division ultimately shakes out. I think we'll know sooner than later who Makhachev's next opponent will be, and if it is not Gaethje, then the cards will fall and we will see what happens in terms of his opponent. But this was a massive win for Justin Gaethje to show that he is not done at lightweight, and very possible that he still has another undisputed UFC lightweight championship fight in his future.